So we're here on I-275 project in Michigan with AJAX Paving and Jason Beem. Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got into this, and then what your role is here with AJAX now.
So I've been in the construction industry for 25 years now. Went to college for construction management. Started in the industry right out of college doing asphalt paving and concrete work, and have continued with a few companies throughout my career. Been at AJAX now for 5 years, project manager in the concrete paving division.
Post-COVID, labor was short on supply. It was tough to get workers. There were, material shortages and issues. How did that affect you guys coming from post-COVID to now?
Greatly. I mean, material prices have skyrocketed. We constantly have trucking issues, supply issues. Lead times for materials have dramatically increased. So it's affected, I believe, all aspects of construction industry, especially ours. As far as employees, it's just not made anything easier. Always a challenge to find new people to do this type of work. Post-COVID, it's just been more and more challenging. But we continue to see some of the issues with trying to find and develop, quality tradesmen and women, and we still just kind of have settled in that material lead times, pricing is going to be a little bit volatile here probably for at least the next few years.
And on a project like this, we know how big AJAX is. I've dealt with you guys for 20 plus years. I know you're an enormous contractor, but a job like this, 275, how big is this job and how long should a job like this take?
Well, it's a huge commitment. It was originally bid to be a 4-year project, with the first year being prep work and then reconstruct for the next 3 years. With our partners, the prime contractor in this job, we actually revised the staging with MDOT to get it down to a 3-year job. So the reconstruction is going to be done in 2 years instead of 2.5 years. So it's a massive job. We got 14 miles of full reconstruction, over almost 1.1 million square yards of cement treated base, just under that, I guess, for concrete paving. So it's a massive project, very, very challenging project. We've got a lot of committed people in the company and partners out here, and we're going to get it done, and we're going to get it opened up this year before schedule.
What are some of the challenges you encounter on a project like this?
Well, just the sheer amount of work to be done. You end up having to have multiple crews in multiple areas to keep up with the schedule. And then there's a lot of fairly major interchanges here. So the interaction with traffic and the public and having to gap out areas and shut down ramps is also a challenge. But just the sheer volume of this job, you're constantly working in 2 or 3, maybe 4 locations, just to keep the ball rolling, to get everything done in time.
And obviously we talked about material supplies and shortages and such, but what kind of value do you put on a good supplier partner?
We have to be able to trust our suppliers. Relationships with our suppliers are important. Trust is important. We got to be able to bid work with confidence that we can get the materials when we need them and on schedule to be productive. There's no excuse to not have the materials in hand for us to be paving. So having solid partnerships and relationships with suppliers on all aspects of what we do is key to a successful job, and it's an integral part of the company that we are. We place a high importance on that.
And last thing, for the rest of this year, what are you seeing coming out for the second half of 23 and early 24?
As far as new work you're talking, yeah, no, MDOT has a few concrete or reconstruction projects coming out. None of them to be paved this year. They'd be for the next future years. So we got a couple large projects coming. MDOT itself has some funding issues, so they're trying to work through that. If they can get their long-term funding balance, hopefully we can keep riding the wave of these large reconstruct projects in Michigan.
Great. Well, Jason, it's great to have a partnership with you and American Highway. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it too.